What is up, you guys? This is Nick here. I'll be showing off my 2018 WRX to you guys. I've got my Instagram handle right here at Nick's WRX if you guys want to go take a look. I really appreciate it. I've done everything on this car myself except for my headlights. So we'll get in. We'll just jump into it right now. Show you guys the hood, underneath the hood here. It's 2018. I just hit 11,000 last night, so it doesn't have too many miles on it just yet. I've had it for almost 2 years now. So first things first, I got the Perrin radiator shroud cover, the Perrin engine cover shrouds. I've got a Cobb cold air intake. I've got a Go Fast Bits atmospheric blow-off valve somewhere down there. It's down there. Perrin charge pipe. I've got a Perrin turbo sump restrictor right in there where my finger's at. I've got a Mishimoto transmission cooler with those red nylon braided hoses that runs up through here behind the bumper and mounts to the front crash support on the bumper there. What else do I got? I got a EGR TGV deletes. I went with the IAG. I've got Silver's Neomax coilovers, which you can it'll focus. Yeah, they're up there. You can see them kind of. For wheels, I've got Avid One AV32s. They are custom powder coated lollipop red that I got all from Import Image Racing. So everything I've got, Import Image Racing. Huge shout out to them. They are awesome. Joshua Nam, Dane Young, Steven Kratovich. They're awesome. They hook everything up, discounts. Shipping's unbelievably fast all the way from Florida to Alaska. It blows me away every single time. What else do I got in here? I've got a full turbo back exhaust. It's an NVIDIA catless downpipe coupled with the ETS Extreme catback. So literally there's no resonator, there are no mufflers, there is no cats. They are the true blue burned tips that are just filthy and disgusting, but they're there. So the one thing that I haven't done myself were my headlights. These are pretty involved. You can see all the wiring in there that is required. I'll put the parts list for this headlight build in the description for you guys because it is quite a bit. It costs around $500 to $600 for the parts. Plus I'd say just under $1,500 for labor. So basically on my Bluetooth, it's all Bluetooth controlled. So you download the app, you pair the headlights to the app, it reads it, it connects to it, and then now you can control the lights. So I have 3 different channels that are hooked in on the Bluetooth controller. So I can control 3 different things. I can control the outer halo rings here individually. I can control the inner halos individually. And I can control all the demon eyes. I have 4 of them, 2 on each side individually as well. Or you can be like, hey, I don't want the inner halos to have any colors. So you select those, you shut those off. But you want to, change the color of the outer halos and all the demon eyes. So you select those 2 channels and then you can select those colors either individually or you can select it together. There's also a lot of work that goes into doing this. With that being said, what happens is if you split this headlight right down the middle, I'll show you on this one because that hose is reflecting off of that. If you split this headlight right down the middle here, what happens is this is your high beam reflector, this entire headlight, it's all stock housing, everything's stock. So what's gonna happen is basically it all gets gutted, the entire housing is painted satin black. So everything's blacked out, all the chrome's gone, the high beam you lose your high beam. There's a shroud, so if you're looking at this the other way, I'll point it this way. So basically a shroud goes in, the projector smaller goes inside the shroud, and the halo sits on the outside of that setup. And what happened is I got all my stuff from the retrofit source. The shrouds don't fit inside the stock housing. So what needs to happen is the housing needs to be custom cut. Your high beam reflector needs to be cut into as well. The shroud also needs to be custom belt sanded, and then everything needs to be JB welded into place. So everything is basically cut. So that is the only reason I did not do that, because I don't have the expertise, the knowledge, or the tools to do a proper and clean job to do that myself. So I paid someone good money to do that themselves. So these nylon braided hoses I actually just installed yesterday, because the lines that come with the original cooler were splitting and cracking due to cold and hot temperatures throughout the winter and summer. They basically just run all the way through up by the passenger headlight. You can kind of see them right in there. They'll just run right up against the passenger headlight here and then run to the front. And they pretty much just connect right into down there where the cooler is, right below the catch can here. We got the boom stage 2 catch can. And yeah, that's about it for under the hood. So let's move on to the interior. Interior is nothing really special. Still pretty much all stock except for these guys here. I've got some Sparco R100 seats with the red stitching all the way up and around. And I mainly went for that because I had a vision in my head of what I wanted this car to look like inside and out, and I kind of just went with the red theme, the white theme, with the carbon fiber blackish theme, you know. So it all flows pretty well together. I've even got carbon fiber overlay for that right there on the steering wheel. I even did red pinstriping on that. There's red pinstriping there, and these are actually new as well. I can get the sun to come off of it a little bit. They're door trim panels from Subi Speed. They are real carbon fiber. They actually look really, really sharp. They get pretty freaking hot too, so I'm gonna do my best to have the sun avoid them. It's pretty hot in Anchorage right now, so I mean, they're just super clean. It gives a really nice touch to the interior because it matches the rest of the carbon fiber that the car comes with. So as well as, let's see, I've got the Subi Speed sequential taillights. I even got the Subaru carbon fiber emblems in red. I did more red pinstriping over the exhaust cutouts as well as the rear diffuser all the way around. So car's pretty dirty right now, as well as a good old sticker there in red. So like I said, I've done all the work myself. I'll just do a walk around of the vehicle. If you guys need any help, whatever, hit me up. Next WRX on Instagram. I will respond. I'm pretty good at it, so just hit me up. If you got any questions, let me know. If you need to know any details or contact info about Import Image Racing, I will gladly give you all the information you need. They are awesome with their parts. It's pretty much all Subaru related, but they also have different makes and models of different cars as well. So far, this car has given me no issues. So yeah, one thing I did forget to show you guys. So I got a 4-point harness on the seats. So I got the 49-inch harness bar, and basically all these panels need to come off. This panel comes off, this panel comes off. You have to loosen this guy up a little bit, as well as the front driver's seat panel. They basically hook into down there, hook in both sides down there, and they attach to right there. And it's pretty darn simple. And then it's just some adjustments here with the bar, with the harness itself. So nothing crazy. So like I said, hit me up next WRX, guys. Appreciate it.